Okay, so let's get straight into this video. I am talking about today the awesome Motorola RAZR 50 Ultra. So here in the European markets, it's called the Ultra, and that is unknown as to me. Why? Because it's Plus in America. But anyway, this is the premium RAZR from Motorola. I had the 40. I'll put a link up here just so that you can watch that one to the previous version. But I've been quite excited about getting this phone because it was a surprisingly good device. Now, I have already been using it for about 48 hours, and I have to say I am slowly falling for it. So if we put it back in here, I'm just going to show you what is in the box. And I did record an unboxing video as well. It's more difficult than I thought to get out. There we go. Now we do get a charger in the box here, which is actually super handy. So we do get a 68 watt charger, which is a bit of a random number, but it's a cool charger nonetheless. So then of course we get USB type C to C, which is very handy. And then we've got a lanyard, which actually goes onto the case that comes in the box. So thank you, Motorola, for including these amazing things, because most companies are not doing this anymore, and that is quite annoying. So we really love it when they include all of these goodies inside the box, because then we don't have to worry about them. So we've got a good fast charger, we've got the cable, we've even got a case, and this comes with a lanyard, which is a bit like a necklace. I think that's slightly more for the feminine group, or for those who prefer that type of thing. But basically it is not my kind of style, and I don't think I want to put that on there. This case, in fairness, now we'll talk about one of my first problems, aside from it being clearly very flimsy, it doesn't actually stay on very well. You've got these snap-on bits here, so I'm going to put it on to show you what happens. So we put it on like that, and this bit has to pop out in order for it to work properly. But the first time you do it, it's a bit reluctant. But there we go. And there you can see that it is popped out. So as you can see, fitting the case, whilst easy, actually isn't necessarily the best. Now it does come with these tabs that you can see here. So if I pop this off again, it does come with these sticky tabs, which I've left one on there to show, but these black areas is where the sticky parts are that are meant to stick to the phone itself, but it doesn't seem to do that terribly well. So I'm not hugely a believer of this case. It is a very nice soft touch feel. I think it's a very nice color as well, which is not exactly the matching color of the back. This is the azul blue one. Which is very cool. This is the one actually midnight blue, which is very nice. But the main feature, of course, is that this folds in half, and you've got your quick features here. Now, first and foremost, what is good about this is that you can use the entire phone through this front screen. So you've got your camera functionality, of course. Then, of course, you've got all your WhatsApp messaging and so on. You can access those fully. You've got your Instagram there as well if you want it, so you can view it. Now, obviously, it's a much smaller screen, so it's not going to be fully utilizable, but it is really handy for quick responses. If you want to post quickly, if you want to get to it quickly, that is what you can do. Then, of course, you've got these widgets as you slide to the side. I've got Spotify set up, which is great. I've got my calendar set up, which is super handy. Then I've got the weather widget, which is very handy as well. Although, as you can see, it's pretty hot consistently. Then, of course, you've got your full suite of apps that you want to have. So you can completely edit this if you want to and have whatever apps you want to have there. And you've even got a built-in game, which in fairness is actually pretty good. And there's lots of haptic feedback going on as I do this. This thing is vibrating intensely. And it's quite good fun, if I'm honest. It's quite distracting. It's a good, simple game. Yay, very straightforward. But it's pretty cool, I have to say. I do like this panel a lot. Now, this is 165 Hertz, so it is crispy, very rich, very good colors, really vibrant. You do get a little bit of glitchiness where the camera cutouts are whereby if you want to respond to a message on WhatsApp, then sometimes the button is here, but they have optimized it so that it actually only cuts off and goes to half the screen here. Yeah, so as you can see, if you want to respond to a message, you can type a message here, then you hit the tick, and then you can send it through and the button is there. You can go full screen mode, but it appears at the bottom right-hand side here, and then it gets covered by the camera cutout. So that's not necessarily the best way. But all of this is very, very customizable. There's an awful lot of customization that you can do. You can move things around, you can delete panels, you can add panels if you want to. It is very, very cool, and I really like it. You get used to it very, very quickly, and you haven't even opened the phone yet. Of course, all of these icons and the clock there styles are all editable as well. So it really does allow for an awful lot of customization, and it is very, very cool. I like it a lot. You can change it up to something like that as well if you want to. Now, to get into the phone itself, we have got of course, we've got a fingerprint reader on the right-hand side just below the volume rockers, and this works brilliantly. In fairness, not only is it really quick, the Face ID or Face Unlock is also really, really nice. And there's something about this, it smells good. It smells really good. Now, it's almost like the box has got perfume in it, actually. Yeah, I swear they're putting perfume inside these boxes because it definitely smells like cologne for some reason. So let's put that there. And we've got the fingerprint unlock there, which is really nice. And of course, we've got Android 14 out the box, so it runs super duper smooth. And as you can see, it's a very, very smooth operating system. It works brilliantly well, very, very snappy. It looks really, really good, and I have to say I am a big fan of this device. The fact that I can use two screens and effectively operate everything from the front screen, but then if I need to or want to, I can then flip it up here. Now, because of the aspect ratio of this phone, it still is quite narrow and tall. So for the things like YouTube, for example, if you want to optimize or you want to watch something on YouTube, then you're going to have borders on the side. So obviously we can go this way around. If I wanted to watch it on the front side, shout out to TechSpert, by the way. There we are, the legend that is TechSpert. If we wanted to watch, you see how you've got the black bars on either side. Now, of course, we can zoom in. Let's check the volume.
Mate Sammy is a couple of weeks late to the flexible phone orgy, as Motorola officially spunked out its own flippy type blowers back in June, headlined by this here RAZR 50 Ultra.
There we go. You see, he's actually talking about this phone in itself anyway. So I highly recommend you check out his channel. Really, really good. But this is a very, very nice panel. Now, let's talk about the crease. There is no crease. Okay, you can kind of see it there, but you can't actually, I can't even feel it. I can't even feel it when I do that, and it's not going to affect your life. So anyone talking about creases being a problem, they've basically sorted it. It's not a problem. Who cares? It's not there, because when you fold this down, it is completely flush. There is no gap between the two panels. This hinge is very, very tidy and has been reduced in size. And as you can see, it is just super flush, really nice. Camera lenses don't protrude too much. And of course, we've got USB Type-C here. Now, as you heard from the speakers, it's a little tinny. It doesn't have enough size for bass, but it's okay. It's pretty good. And it's perfectly adequate, certainly, for watching on YouTube. So there are things that you can do like continuity. So if you start an app on here, you can continue it on to. So if we go to my X page and then we close it down, we should be able to, we can continue viewing it from the front side again. And that works out really, really well. And then if we open it up, we should be able to continue exactly where we left off. Now, I was having a slight issue whereby it was refreshing the page when I opened it up, but I've actually found in the settings that you can allow for continuity, so it will immediately continue going from the front to the back, which is really, really cool, and it works every time and is super duper smooth as well. So really impressed by this device, I have to say. It's got better and better. The 40 Ultra was a good device with a good camera. This is not a full review because I haven't fully tested out the cameras yet, but it's just a basic unboxing, and I have to say the vegan leather on the back is very, very nice, totally fingerprint proof. Of course, the front is a glass screen, so it's going to be fingerprinty, but you're going to keep that clean anyway. So really nice device, better than I expected, and highly, highly recommended it. Of course, you're going to find links in the description if you want to pick one up for yourself. If you've got one, or if you disagree with anything I've said, put a comment below. I'd love to hear it. Otherwise, let me know what your thoughts are on this fantastic device. And if there is something in particular you want to know about it, put a comment below and I'll include it in my full review. Thanks for watching. See you on my next one.